What's up, Field Notes? We're here in the field. Currently we just did a snorkel transect and we are waiting on the boat. But yeah, just another beautiful day in Costa Rica.
I'm Dakota.
I'm Jaden.
And I'm Mark.
And we are in the Conservation Technology Group of Stanford Student Robotics. We're excited by the potential to combine drones and computer science to protect wildlife.
We took our drones to Santa Elena Bay, a marine protected area in Costa Rica, to study and tag endangered Pacific nurse sharks. We also profiled their coastal habitats and some of their unexplained behaviors, alongside researchers from Universidad de Costa Rica.
From the challenges,
there's a mosquito on your finger.
And we actually lost the drone somewhere in the water.
To the successes.
And we actually finally think we know what went wrong.
It takes a team working together to solve problems in the field.
And we're bringing you along for the ride.
Here at the dive shop on field day number 1. After all of our preparation last night and the month before, we're finally here. This is it.
And they're gonna help us with some mapping of the habitats. They're gonna help us with some transects underwater to try to quantify and qualify like what kind of different resources are available at the different sites that the sharks use. And that will help our research because we have tracking and telemetry movement that we can then match and better understand why sharks intercept in places at certain times, since we're going to have you guys' information about each of the sites.
Basically, we're in Matapalito Bay and we're going to conduct a photogrammetry survey to make some orthomosaic maps so that we can understand the substrate across the sites that Sergio has been studying for the last few years. I think we're good to go now.
One of the questions scientists are trying to answer is why these sharks form aggregations, or big groups of up to 50 animals in one spot. Using our drones, we can fly over the aggregations in the shallow waters of Santa Elena Bay and gather data without disturbing the animals.
We just ran our first mission and we actually lost the drone somewhere in the water. So doing our best to troubleshoot why that happened. Could be connectivity issues, other stuff. But yeah, working in the field, we know not everything is going to work perfectly. We just arrived at Sortija, our second main study site. So this is another location of the endangered Pacific nurse shark aggregations. This is where they congregate. So we're going to run a single drone mission, and then we're also going to run 3 snorkeling transects to profile the entire ecosystem, which will kind of help us figure out what causes these aggregations.
There's supposedly a lot more fish here than at our last site, so we're excited to do these snorkeling transects. We're going to take videos of them as we go, and then we're going to, in post, actually identify them and get some interesting biological statistics about this ecosystem.
Our team analyzed the drone footage with the help of machine learning to extract details like shark length, width, and even age.
Right now I'm disassembling the drone that we unfortunately flew into the water today. We turned it off right away and rinsed it with fresh water, so hopefully we think we might be able to salvage it because nothing is obviously fried. So we'll get back and let you know if we're able to turn this on. With a bit of troubleshooting, we fixed a communication issue between our drone and controller, and we were back in the air the next day.
After a few more snorkel surveys and drone missions, it was time to catch some sharks. Manually measuring their width and length lets us test the accuracy of our drone footage analysis.
It depends on how you throw the anchor, and we're going to catch sharks, okay? Do it right.
Something that means I get all the credit, right?
We also assisted the Costa Rican researchers with tagging so that they can track the shark population over time.
New ecosystem alert, we're in the mangroves.
It was also important to survey the mangroves, another habitat these sharks call home.
We're trying to relate more traditional underwater survey techniques like underwater visual surveys with more new age techniques like using artificial intelligence with drone aerial imagery.
And so why study mangroves? Well, these are incredible ecosystems. Not only do they store carbon, but they also even serve as nurseries for many fish where they raise their young. So yeah, just incredible habitats here.
So we have one day left, and all we'll be doing is fishing for nurse sharks and hopefully lemon sharks as well. Unfortunately, 20 seconds before I got out of the water, I kicked a whole bunch of urchins. So now I have about 30 urchin spines in my knee. That's field work.
Our field mission took us to some of the most stunning coastal habitats in Costa Rica.
We celebrated some huge victories, and we learned a few lessons along the way.
Looking ahead, this project is a powerful example of how we can use robotics to protect species like the nurse sharks and their incredible ecosystem long into the future.